A film, Irezumi, from 1966, directed by Yasuzo Masamura and starring Ayako Wakao. Little visual for you. Know it, love it. So, Irezumi means tattoo in Japanese. And this film takes place in what they call the Edo period, pre-Tokyo. Sort of like whenever you see like really old looking things about Japan, it's that period, samurais, geishas, all that. So the main gist of the tale in a simplified fashion is a woman finds herself forced, kidnapped really, and brought to a brothel where she's going to be a geisha and serve men. And when she is brought there, she is forcibly tattooed with a giant spider with a human face over her entire back and shoulders and all of that. And without telling too much, it sort of changes her, and it's all about her now getting revenge on men and sort of under the possession of the tattoo. So we see all kinds of very unsavory men and few unsavory women as well, all with different motives, all with different machinations. Um, there's a guy who's in the very beginning of the film. He's throughout the whole film, and he's in love with her. And they're in love with each other. At least the person that was before she got a tattoo was in love with him. And a lot of horrible things happen. Uh, Let me take a moment and say this film is so incredibly well filmed, and the copy you can get on Blu-ray, which is probably what they're also showing online because this cover was done especially for this package. I will carefully slip it out and show you. This was the original, I guess, poster when it was theatrical back in '66. So when I looked it up, like on my Fire Stick, it showed this image, which tells me it's this print. And if that's the print you get, you are in for a treat. Of course, subtitled all in Japanese. We'd have it no other way. I know some people don't like to have to read subtitles and that, but dubbing never captures the essence and the cadence and the everything. It just doesn't. So you need to see it this way. It's a beautiful film to look at. It's very odd topic, which to me is its attraction. Do you want to see the 800 millionth film that's the same film that's, I don't know, Sweet Home Alabama? The woman that's gonna marry the wrong guy and the bad boy that's really the right one for her, and she's gonna marry the two-dimensional bad guy. And everyone is happy by the end credits with a special upbeat heartwarming song. If that's what you're looking for in a film, first off, why on earth are you watching my videos? Because I don't think I have a one of those in here, nor will I. But I use the word compelling. It truly is compelling. You're drawn into this. You're drawn into her life and the small group of people that surround her and what happens to her and how she reacts to it, and how the others react amongst each other. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Um, Definitely not for kids. It's not that there's anything like, there's sort of, I guess I'd say almost nudity, maybe a little bit of side boob, as it were. That's probably about it, as I recall. And unless you consider lots of naked back. She's got a naked back through parts of the film. And yeah, it's fierce. It never stops. It never gives you a moment to let up, really. It just from, and it's a short film, by the way. It's like an hour and 25, something like that, right around there. But it will definitely keep you intrigued from the first frame to the last. Um, I have to have this because I it's tough to pronounce these names just off the top of my head. Uh, Ayako Wakao. That's, or maybe it's Ayakao. I don't know. Um, she is so compelling. Again, I've used that word. She is fantastic as the lead character. She brings a lot into it, and she oozes personality. And Yasuzo Masamura's direction is just incredible. You know, it it's stylized yet it's natural. Maybe it's naturalized. Um, however you want to term that, it's very very fine direction. And also for those of you who have watched a bunch of old Japanese cinema, you'll see a bunch of familiar faces in here. Because I would look at someone and I go, can't remember which movie he's in, but I know he's in a movie that I've seen, and that's with most of the cast. I think that the quality actors in those studios during those days kind of saturated the field. It makes me want to see more films with her in them and more films directed by this director. It is Irezumi. It's from 1966. It is. I really can't think of a higher praise I can give this film. It's a beautiful, wonderful, awesome film that you should see. I hope you do. That's it for this week. I love you. Bye bye.